So, in conclusion, program management allows an organization to execute its strategies with greater alignment of projects. So, first thing, you have a group of projects, you group them into a program, ask the question, what are the strategic objectives we're trying to achieve? Either they already exist in the organization, you just have to go get them and make them clear, or they don't exist, and then you have to define them with your key stakeholders. Typically the sponsor, program managers, people who will change recipients, and things like that. Then you assess the projects against those strategic objectives, see if they align. If they're not aligned, question the projects. Maybe they should be stopped or put to another program or managed independently, okay? And the third thing, do that on a continual basis because programs are cyclic. Programs basically are things that a program will change over time. Whereas a project is quite well defined from the beginning, a program over time will change. The main objectives will not change, but the means to achieve those objectives will change. And the program is a series of cycles which are defined by two things. One, how far ahead can you accurately predict? Okay, that's one way of defining a cycle, because you have to be pretty clear of what this first cycle is going to be delivering. And the second thing is how ready the organization is for change. If the organization is very ready for change, you can have a longer cycle, okay, with a bigger scope. If the organization is not ready for the change, you may have shorter cycles with narrower scope. Okay, so you have to do it more often. Okay. The second thing is optimization of overall resources. How can you optimize your resources? The first thing is define what your key deliverables will be. Define also intermediate benefits. Okay, it's very nice to say, oh, in 5 years you're going to have the best product in the world. And it was going to just invest 5 million. Okay? After 6 months or a year, your sponsors are going to start asking, well, can you show me something tangible, you know, that I could look at? Well, no, you'll see it in 4 years or in 4.5 years. Well, within a year, they'll say, okay, well, when you come back for the next cycle of budget, you know, I'll need to question that. Okay? So you have to have also intermediate benefits. You have to create these intermediate benefits. You create these milestones, and then you make sure that you have the right people to deliver it and that they're actually all working towards these objectives. It's very clear in everybody's head what these milestones and what these benefits are and how they're going to deliver it. And then you make sure you also manage the interfaces between the projects so that you have the best resources at the best place at the right time. So you have to prioritize your objectives. Okay? And finally, programs give you agility to manage change. Because it's a cyclic process, it means you're regularly reviewing. Is this really the best way to go forward? Are we actually using the optimal mix of resources? Are we, in fact, delivering the benefits as we said we would do, or are there better ways to deliver those benefits? Maybe there's something we haven't seen. Is there a new technology that came up that would enable us to deliver better, quicker, to have a shorter time to market? Okay? And these are all the things you have to do. So you have to have a decision process, okay, which is cyclic, which says you have to always try to make sense of a situation, a learning process. Try to make sense of the situation, look at what are the different alternatives, be innovative, and then from those alternatives, which are the ones that are optimal in terms of feasibility and will bring the most benefits. Then you go into a project mode. Okay? You plan, you execute, you deliver results. And many organizations stop there. Results are delivered, we're good. No, once the results are delivered, you need to see, are we contributing to the objectives we said we were going to contribute to? Are we actually achieving the objectives we wanted to achieve? And based on that, you may realign your strategy. You may realign your objectives, Or you may realign the projects that are within your program. Okay? So that's the agility of program management. And that's what it enables you to do.